Welcome to Luxury in Moderation, where we appreciate the finer things in life without going overboard. Well, I took a little bit of a summer break, but I'm back! So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Joanne, and on this channel, I make videos about luxury handbags and other luxury lifestyle products. So if you like that kind of content, please remember to like this video and subscribe below. So I did take a little bit of a YouTube hiatus. As I mentioned in my last video, I had started a new job, which took up a lot of my time, as well as did a lot of summer travel. But in addition to that, I also wanted to make sure that I was truly making videos that added value and helped you guys. So I took a step back to make sure that I was actually creating helpful content instead of just uploading like unboxing videos all the time. That's not to say that during this time I haven't been doing a little bit of luxury shopping, and I actually have a lot of things to share with you guys. I've been shopping at a new Hermes boutique, and my experience there has been really wonderful. I want to get into that in another video, but for now, let's just say that I've definitely found some things that I love, and I wanted to use these items and actually share with you useful reviews. So you're going to be seeing quite a few Hermes review videos coming up, as well as some really special unboxings. For this first review, I wanted to talk about the extra sandals, which I have here, and I have been wearing these for the last 2 months. So yes, these are dirty, and I'm going to try not to touch the soles. But basically, I haven't seen a lot of information on these sandals out there, and they're not getting that much attention, I don't think, because I think a lot of people are still talking about the sheep sandals. And yes, that is how that is pronounced. I was seeing a lot of people wanting the sheep sandals, unboxing them. So I got curious and I went into my local boutique and asked about the sheep sandals. And I was like, wasn't sure if it's like Chypre or whatever, but my sales associate did say that sheep is how that French word is pronounced, and no, they did not have a pair in the boutique to show me. But they did tell me that the sheep sandals are going to be part of the permanent collection now. You know, obviously they have been hugely successful and popular, and Hermes sees that and will continue to produce them every year in different colors. I just went to the boutique and saw the fuzzy ones come out for fall and winter. So for those of you who are interested in those specific sandals, you will be able to get them. But I wasn't really set on that. I was just curious what all the hype was about. And during that visit, the sales associate actually introduced me to the extra sandals. So I'm not sure why they're called extra sandals. I don't think it's very descriptive or special, but I actually love the design of these sandals a lot more. So you can see that they are still a dad sandal design, where they have the really big footbed. They have a little bit of curvature. You can see the heel here has the place for your heel, and then it goes up. There's a little bit of arch support here, and then at the top there's also a little bit of curvature for your toe. But if you're looking at the design, you know how like the Oran and the sheep sandals, they have like that H design in the middle. I would say that these extra sandals are kind of like the Oasis sandals that Hermes has, but this is like the dad version. Back to when I first tried these on in the boutique, I had no idea they existed. So they had me try this on in my usual size 7, but it was a little bit small. The trend for these kind of like dad shoes from Hermes is that you do have to size up, because the contours in the footbed does kind of make the footbed a little bit smaller. You can see that there's a little bit of lip here, so it does push your toe to be inside this confined area. So I did have to size up to a size 7.5, or in Italian sizes 37.5. And originally they had brought out a yellow sandal in a size 7, which was too small for me. But then my sales associate was able to find this 7.5 in this gorgeous pale pink color, which I absolutely love and adore. To give you guys a close up, it does say Hermes in the heel. Very plain down here, otherwise there's no other writing at all. You can see this kind of interlocking chain design in just a bigger, thicker strap here, and then a smaller, thinner one up here near your toes. The bottom of these have the H's on it, and then in the middle it just says Hermes made in Italy. So really quite plain, especially if you are using them, you're not seeing the Hermes printed in the footbed. And that's actually part of the reason why I absolutely love these even more than I think I would have loved the sheep sandals, because most people don't know what this is. They can't tell that it is an Hermes shoe. There's no big H logo on it, especially again, as you are using it, your foot is covering up the Hermes logo, and people just think that it's a super cute pair of pink shoes. And I will say that I do get a lot of compliments on this every time I go out. And I don't think a lot of those people know that these are Hermes sandals. They just see, you know, the cute design. And I do love the fact that it is quite subtle. It's kind of under the radar. If I'm going to the airport in these sandals, I'm not really flashing, you know, big logos around and being targeted as a tourist. So I feel much safer wearing these shoes than if I had like H's on my shoes, but they are still cute and comfortable. I also wanted to point out that the top design is made out of a softer leather suede kind of material, whereas the bottom is more of a hard, it's not plastic, because there is a little bit of give, but it's quite smooth and sturdy. It's not, I don't think it's a leather unless it's a very treated leather. And then the bottom have the black rubber soles. So let's get into a little bit of that wear experience, because I definitely think there's a learning curve to wearing these shoes. So let's start off with the weight of the shoe. So again, it's quite a substantial shoe. You can see it's quite thick, and it's definitely heavier than an Oran sandal. For me, that took a little bit getting used to, because my foot had to work a lot harder as I was wearing the shoe to like lift my feet up. And because there's also no bottom strap here like there is on the Chanel Dad sandals, all of the weight of the shoe is going on your foot, like this muscle right here, right on top of your ankle, where it's like lifting the entire shoe up. My foot actually got sore, you know, wearing these the first couple days, because they weren't used to kind of that weight of the shoe. The other thing about breaking these shoes in is that the top strap here, it's pretty flat. And of course, all of our feet are different shapes and sizes. And it did happen to rub on my pinky toe here on the left foot the first couple of times. And it didn't get too bad that I actually got a blister, but it just had to kind of form to the shape of my toes up front here. So just be mindful if you get these shoes. Again, it takes a little bit of time to get that leather conforming to the contours of your particular foot. And then as well, a lot of that, the weight of the shoe is going to be right here, right where your foot is lifting up the shoe. So just make sure that it's not rubbing too much here. I know when I tried on the too small size 7 that this strap was pushing up against my leg and it wasn't very comfortable. So I definitely would recommend that you try it on if you can, or size up to make sure that, because this strap is so big, it's actually the right size for you. So after I did break these shoes in and my feet got used to how heavy these shoes were, I have been pretty comfortable in them. I knew that I would be living in these shoes all summer long, and it's definitely been my go-to shoe when I want to run out or anytime. It's just so easy to slip on, yet very cute and comfortable to wear with everything. So it's definitely been a good cost per wear for me. Unfortunately, because I do wear a lot of jeans, there has been color transfer. You can especially see that right here. You can see that it's got kind of a blue fade, and that's where my jeans have touched it. And I just want to be careful of that. Of course, knowing that I bought a lighter color, I knew that it might have been an issue. For any shoes that you buy in a lighter color, they're really gonna get dirty. Unless you bought this in like a black then you wouldn't be able to see the wear and tear so much. But for sure, you know, the suede on top here is getting a little bit gray, and I have been trying to keep it clean by wiping it with like a wet napkin or maybe a baby wipe, but I don't think this blue is ever gonna come out. I mean, a shoe's a shoe, it's going to get dirty. And then finally, the other piece of wear and tear that I saw was the front here. And that's just because I'm clumsy and I trip and I drag my feet and all of the normal things of wearing a shoe, but obviously the rubber sole is going to be worn. Again, as I mentioned, I've been wearing these shoes nonstop practically for the last 2 months. So I think it looks pretty good. I'm pretty sure that these soles are gonna last a while. You know, they are thick. Even if I wear them for the rest of the year, they're still going to look pretty nice. So I think that's a pro for investing in this shoe from Hermes. I also think that these shoes are more comfortable than the Oran sandals because they do have a thicker sole. So for me, I feel a lot of impact when I am walking around in the Oran sandals. Now, the Oran sandals are lighter, so in that sense, they feel more carefree on your feet. But then I really feel the impact as I'm walking throughout the day because the Orans are so thin that all of that impact from the ground is just hurting the nerves in my feet. Whereas with this, because it has the rubber sole and the cushion of the footbed, my feet don't feel as much impact. So all in all, I will have to say that I have really enjoyed these extra sandals from Hermes. Not only do I think they are super cute and comfortable once you break it in, I love the design itself. I definitely love it a lot more than just an H and a strap like the Chypre sandals have. I like this interlocking chain design. I hope they continue to make this shoe and that it will become permanent as well, so that they come out with a lot more fun colors for everyone to choose. So I would highly recommend these shoes, especially if you love the design. Now, of course, if you love the sheep design with the H and the plain strap, then go for those as well because it's a very similar construction. It's going to have all the advantages of the dad sandal look. But for me personally, I love how low-key this is, and I'm really glad I was able to pick it up in this baby pink color. I'm gonna leave the details of the price in the description bar below, so remember to check there. I did also spray the shoes with my Colini Pro spray. That's something that I spray all my leather bags with to protect them, and I tried to protect the tops of the leather as much as possible, even though it has gotten some color transfer already. But I am going to continue loving and wearing these shoes, and I really recommend them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. If you like this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss my next video, which is going to be a Chanel unboxing. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!